I would say about 3 times a week at the moment. There was definitely a time in my life when I was on a lot more than 3 days a week. I mean, currently, because I'm like, fucking hell. Currently, because I like make YouTube vids and do video editing stuff, like I actually kind of have to be locked in and think about stuff. But I remember the days where I used to work in like groundworks, or like even fucking worse was when I was a chef. Um, oh my god, they like you would have to go on autopilot to physically get through the fucking day. And this is coming from a privileged position of like a guy who's, I've never really experienced many. I've experienced like struggles, but I'm just a normal kid from like working class kid from like the Midlands. Like, I'm not going to say I've got any attributes under my belt, like I weren't scraping food out of the fucking bins. We were my family were eating beans on toast, like, because we couldn't afford anything else when I was younger. But I was like 4 years old, bro. You think I knew the difference between a beans on toast and fucking caviar with cream cheese or creme fraiche? Like, I just ate what was in front of me, bro. I actually didn't like roast dinners back in the day, believe it or not. I used to just eat fucking stupid bean. Oh, don't chuck a bin, it's got all shit in it. Those are snotty tissues. I had a cold. They might be coming. I don't know. Oh, just to get it out the shop. All right, that's good enough. Where I need to check up the topic on this video. Where was I? Autopilot. So, yeah, it's like, yeah, the most common experience of like autopilot. Obviously, it phases on day in, day out, and like throughout the day, it phases on and off. But one of the worst ones, bro, was when I used to work groundworks. I used to have to leave the house at like 10 to 7 in the morning, and to get there for 7:30. It was about a half an hour drive, but if I left at 7 o'clock, or it was about, I think it was about a 25-minute drive, but if I left at 7 o'clock and gave myself a 5 minute buffer, I'd usually be late because the traffic would get worse. So I'd be better off leaving at 10 to, not because, I needed time to get there, just because the traffic got worse. And I'd rather sit in a car park for an extra 10 minutes than sit in traffic burning fuel. That's not the point. The point is, on those drives, it was purely just motorway driving. Like, I'd have to drive for like 5 minutes to get onto the motorway, then it'd be 20 minutes on the motorway, and then it'd be like 2 minutes to get off. Like, my work was literally 2 minutes away from the motorway junction, or a highway if you're American watching this. And bro, there were times where I'd spawn in on that like motorway, and I'd be like, oh, I'm getting off now. And I checked the time, and I've drove for 20 minutes. I don't know whether it was something specifically to do with just the motorway, because you've got to be locked in 3 lanes of traffic, bro, cutting up, overtake it. Well, I wasn't cutting up, I'm not a fucking dick, but like going in between different bits of traffic, bro. And I would just zone out, and I'd be like, where have I been? Like, it wasn't even like I had like an inner monologue or some shit at the time where like I was thinking about anything. Like Anne Hathaway. Or like Scarlett Johansson in the first Avengers movie. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that shit. I literally just completely zoned out. And there would be days where I'd get home from work, or like I'd get into my car after work, and I genuinely wouldn't be able to tell you what I did that day. Like, my parents, like, there wasn't like a point where I just wasn't like really telling my parents, because it was like, when you go to work, when you go from school to like work, your parents start asking, oh, how was like what work, what'd you do? I genuinely don't know, bro. Like, I'm not telling you because I'm like trying to be cool and nonchalant and be like, oh, I'm just a working man now, I genuinely don't remember. I could have done anything. You could have told me what I did at work, and you'd probably be closer than me telling you. And you don't even know what I fucking do. But yeah, I do have days like that now, because I feel like it's not, when I was working those jobs, I was in like, it was like a different sort of stress, because it wasn't like I was doing what I want to do. Like, I'm kind of doing what I want to do now. I'm not successful in what I want to do now, because I'm not making like 30k a month, like doing video editing and making YouTube videos, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's just like the money and that stuff isn't there yet. So I'm more locked in on a daily basis. Not in a sense of like, oh, I don't goon like maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon every couple of weeks and like have a shit day, but like more in the sense of I'm actually thinking about what I'm doing, and it's my own work, and I know if I don't put in the work, then like nothing will happen. And I actually have to consciously think about what I'm doing and what's the right move. But when you're at work and you've literally just got to do a process, like I would love to get a factory job just for a day and just to be like, oh my god, the autopilot like lock-in would be insane, bro. Like, you know, when you're playing a game and like you can see your past like attempt, if it's like a time trial game or like a mobile game, and you can see what you did in the last thing, bro, I swear to god that's what like the day would feel like, just watching that character do what you just did. But you're not even watching it, just you. I don't even know what I'm saying, right? I'm kind of going into autopilot whilst I'm recording this video. Like I'm in flow state. There's no thoughts. There's just words coming out of my mouth. It's kind of weird how that works. Like there's not actually thoughts coming out of my, like in my head right now. I'm just like speaking, and it's kind of mental. But yeah, autopilot days are great sometimes, but when you have a big run of them, it's just like fucking hell, bro. What am I doing here? And then it makes you question life. Like that's why autopilot days and like jobs that I've had in the past, like they weren't necessarily horrible, but because I knew it was going to take me nowhere in life and it wasn't what I wanted to do, that's why it's bad. The actual day wasn't bad. Like it felt productive. You were getting paid, and like both my jobs were fairly active, so I didn't feel like a fat piece of shit. Whereas now I feel like a fat piece of shit because I just sit around all day, and like I'm starting to get to the point. I'm 19 years old, and I'm starting to get to the point like, oh fuck, bro, like my back hurts. Like I was recording these videos, like lay down like this. My back started to hurt, so I've got my posture back up again. Hence the reason why I'm sat like this. But yeah, autopilot. Then I guess that's the video. If you enjoyed it, just like maybe don't. Do you like, share, and comment on YouTube now? Maybe just leave a happy comment. Let me know what you had for breakfast. And then leave a like or a dislike. I can't see the dislike, so it doesn't fucking matter if you do. Subscribe, rewatch the video 14 times. Make me mad money, and it will benefit you in the future. Somehow. I'm not sure how. Alright, that's about it. I was debating whether or not to stretch this video out to 8 minutes, but it's about 7 minutes 30, so I'm going to leave it at 7 minutes 40. There's no point. I've got nothing to say. Sorry.